Hello everyone, Thijs here again, and this time with another guide. This time I want to make a guide about Mech Mage. And Mech Mage is a really interesting deck. It was already like when the GVG came out and all the mechs came in, and you saw a lot of people trying out Mech Mage, and it was considered being one of the strongest decks. And nowadays it is considered being a bit weaker, especially with all these Death Rattle minions. It's kind of weak to Patron Warrior P. It's not considered as a top tier deck anymore. I kind of still agree with that, but recently I had a lot of success with this Mech Mage deck, and I took actually Legend this season with this Mech Mage deck, and I also went for top 50 for some time with this Mech Mage deck. And why is this Mech Mage stronger? I decided to put out Mad Scientist with the Myra entities. Mad Scientist is a really valuable card, but in this meta with a lot of aggressive decks with patrons where the Myra identity is doing nothing, it's like I thought it would be maybe smart to put out. And what did I put in? I put it in Mana Worms. The Mana Worms are really good 1-drops that deal really well with all the 1-drops that are out now. All the hunters playing Leper Gnomes, Abusive Surgeons, the Paladins, the Hunt. It's just really good now as 1-drops, and it stacks really well with Portal. And why is Portal in this deck? Portal is not in this deck because it stacks well with this deck, but just because Portal is strong. It's a 2 mana card that if the minion that you get out of it is 3 mana or more, you can spend a minion that costs 1 less in general. So in general the Portal is pretty nice, and it also stacks well with Mana Worm, so I actually kinda like it. For the rest, the deck looks pretty standard. I play with a lot of mechs, as you see. I could add a Clockwork Gnome to have like a bit more late game stuff, so if I have something in the late game, it's pretty powerful. Why did I put in Blinktron? Blinktron is sometimes so good against Patron, you almost don't believe it, but when you are just play this into a Despite, they cannot have like a Despite Death Rattle on their Patron, so sometimes it's powerful. You can see it as a fun card also, but you can also, if you don't like this card, put in another Snow Sugar. That's also pretty nice. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of mech decks. I play Antonidas in this deck because you get a lot of spare parts sometimes, and it's really good with spare parts. And just the Antonidas is with your boom like the late game win condition for this deck. And yeah, let's just go into some gameplay with this deck. The matchups that are really weak for this deck are probably Handlock. Handlock is really hard to win in my experience, and I don't like the matchup against Patrons either. Like, we made the deck a bit better against Patron, but it's still pretty weak. So I hope I will go into a bit more aggressive matchup. Not Zoo. Zoo is not really good either, I would say. Okay, we go in a Warrior. Warrior is hard. Warrior is still really hard. We really have to hope that we get Tempo out first and then hope that we can burst them down. I think I keep Snow Sugar. It's not the best 1-drop, but it's really annoying for all his weapons, so it will be still annoying. Okay, we got a decent curve, no 1-drop, that's what we are missing. I really hope he doesn't have the X. If he doesn't have the X, I like this hand, but if he has the X, it might be painful. Oh, we missed the 1-drop, that's a bit sad, but it's not the end of the world, because if he had the X, he could X this down and then X the Snow Sugar. Okay, doesn't have the X, or at least doesn't play the X. We have the option to either play Spider Tank or Mana Worm Frostbolt. I don't really see reason to Frostbolt it, so I will just play the Spider Tank, attack phase to freeze the face. It's pretty powerful to freeze the face of a warrior. Okay, he's gonna make a really good trade here. Yeah, I think we need to ping that, right? We don't need to ping it because it's frozen. I mean, I can play Shredder and trade. I kinda like that, just Shredder trade. If he plays a Despite here, I can just Blinktron and the Armor Smith will also die. So it's even pretty good here. Okay, there's the Despite, guys. Do you see the Blinktron hype? Or do you want to play for 1 mana? Execute. Oh, he has a shield slam. It might be Control Warrior. I will attack first. Oh no, then the armor goes away. That's true. Okay, well, I think this is the reason why you play Blinkthorn, guys. I explained it earlier. The sad thing is that our start was really weak, so... Oh, wow. Fail fish. Well, I mean, what can you do against that? Sometimes that just happens. I still think we made the right decision, the right play. Well, yeah, I mean, it's only the Dune Hammer that is like disgustingly bad here for us. Oh my god, how is this possible? Cannot believe this. Okay, yeah, I think we just played Reaver here. Reaver with mana arm is pretty nice still. Yeah, I wanna play Phil Reaver here. It's too powerful. He played already one shield, then played an execute. He might play BGH, then he is... Yeah, like if he has all the removal in the starting hand, it's really painful for us. Bro, wow! Oh my god, this is so 50-50. I don't know, we're not really getting lucky this game, in my opinion. I'm thinking of dropping just Antonidas here, because that brawl was really desperate. I think we're gonna draw, I'm not going for a turn 9 Antonidas. I'm pretty sure we drop Antonidas here. Like, that play from him was really desperate. That play was really desperate, brawling it. That says for me it doesn't have another one. Oh, that is a really fast boom. But I mean, we know what we have. Like, we got already some good spells. Yeah, maybe I had to attack last turn, but... Yeah, we Frostbolt, Portal, and play a Fireball. Ooh. Not bad, right? Yeah, why not, right? Well, maybe the odds to attack face next turn with the Ogre Warhol are gonna increase if he doesn't make this trade, but otherwise not. No, I think we do. If we attack here, does he have lethal somehow? 7, 8, 9. Not really, right? I'm ready. That's fine. I think it was the best because it's really likely he trades with Boom here. It also gives him less options if he has an Armor Smith to create armor. So it was for sure right, that attack. And that's also the power of like playing Blinktron. The odds of giving him like a weak weapon is already bigger, but also like we can freeze his face pretty efficiently. And as you saw, there's the conceit. This was an example that I think this was an example that the matchup against Warrior is not good, but that it is winnable because of the tech choices that we are making here. So yeah, it's a really good example on also how we want to play them, and I'm really happy that we could see the tech choices being played here. And of course he gets the Doomhammer. Really funny that he gets like the best weapon out of the game in the game, but it happens. I mean, was still not enough for him. Okay, hope we go into an Eggroll matchup now to also show you that matchup. Okay, Rogue is also not easy. We don't get the best matchups. Like the Eggroll matchups are better for us. The matchups like against this are fine, but not easy. Do we keep a Neutron? Not sure with this hand. I think we mulligan it to increase the odds of drawing something with the Mana Worm. Not an... we'll see how this hand is gonna pay off. I can either go for a double 1-drop. Yeah, but this hand I really like double 1-drop. The reason for that is like we either go for the Mech Warper to buff the Cogmaster or we just play the Portal. So with this hand I like the double 1-drop. Cannot be bad in this way. Oh wow, does he have backstep with this? That's so powerful. And that's why this deck might sometimes is really hard to play against decks like this. It runs into only Deadly Poison, that's the only card. Yeah, we just play it. It's like only Deadly Poison that fucks us here. If he plays a 3-drop, we can Frostbolt it. Yeah, it's only made the second backstep, but otherwise it's only the Deadly Poison here. What Rex is here. I think we are pretty sure we play like we cannot play around the perfect combos. Okay, yeah, this is like the only play we have here is Portal. I think we play it here. I don't see a reason to keep it. There are not many cards that we can give charge at all. So we just play it. Sep. Another Abyss. Yeah, we might just play the Blast Mage here. Like, even if we don't get the Death Rattle off, it's still on 5-4. Oh yeah, we have double now. I mean, the Battle Cry is not even that powerful against Rogue, so I kind of like it. Maybe we go for a turn 5 Fel Reaver, because he played already one Sep, the turn 5 Fel Reaver gets a bit better. He seems like having a hard way now to deal with minions. He had all the removal in the early game, but now he has like a harder time dealing with my minions. I don't know what his hand is, because I think he will play almost every minion. So it's not that likely that he has minions. I think we should wait with that card here. Yeah, the Fel Reaver is just so powerful here. As I said already earlier against the Warrior, you really want to use it when they have their weapon, like a good weapon out. I'm just gonna wait when he plays like a Tinker. Okay, he has the second Sep. And Tonidas, Annoyatron, not the worst discards.
The Brotherhood shall come.
4 for Edwin. Yeah, I just try to get as much value from my minions here. We can just ping it down next turn, so that's fine. I'm not gonna use Blinktron before he is gonna play a better weapon. I don't need the weapon at this moment, and he couldn't deal with the Blast Mages the last turn. Oh, Sprint is pretty desperate. He played already double Abyss, he played already double Sep, so he needs to draw with a prep. There's not even something good that he can prep out of it. So yeah, we just deal 10 damage here. Really sick. Yeah, we just play Blinktron now. And the reason we play Blinktron is because the weapon that we are gonna get out of it is gonna deal already 1 damage. And then we can just fireball him. So he gets the Cockhammer. Okay, like it's pretty even what we get. But now we can just attack the face. And we know that we have the fireball in hand, so he needs to heal here. And he still needs to flurry. Yes, we're giving a better weapon, but we give ourselves better chances to have lethal. Flurry. If he has flurry, he might have flurry heal bot. That's actually enough for him. Like that's the only out he has. He has it. Wow. So we can charge these 2 minions up next turn. That's 3, 6. The fuck?
What to do? What to do? I'm ready.
Yeah, I think that's better.
I'm ready.
Because if the minion survives, we still have the fireball. This has to be better. I'm pretty sure we make that trade. He used already double sap, he used double abyss. Like, how is he gonna deal with this Fel Reaver here? Another sprint. Wow, that's so desperate. Okay, the fireball discard is pretty painful. Boom a bit. But we should have enough here. Like, what can he do? Backstab, prep something. And the reason why you play Fel Reavers in this deck, like, you don't play Fel Reavers early, but they are the card, like, if they deal already with all the early minions, they cannot deal with Fel Reaver, and that's the good thing. Okay, like, he looks like he just is gonna lose. He plays this card to just have some fun, but, yeah, I think this is another really good example on, like, why Mech Mage is so powerful. Like, you have these early minions that deal already a lot of damage, then you have, like, some counter cards like Blinktron, and like Blinktron is not only to counter their weapons, but you increase your damage output in your deck, and then you have the Fel Reavers that you put on the board after they play a lot of removal, and then you have the spells to finish the game. So yeah, this was another guide of the Mech Mage. I hope you like this deck. It's a pretty fun deck also to play. It's a bit more aggressive tempo deck. So I hope you like this guide, and see you next time again.